Okay, here we go. We have our
Okay.
circuit.
This is our initial prototype. We have the LCD screen, a button, potentiometer, and our moisture sensor that we got off of Amazon that connects to the Arduino. And we have everything connected to pins and power and ground. And then how it works, how we want it to work, is we're gonna measure soil moisture with the moisture sensor, and see, now that's in there. That spot's pretty okay. It's getting the analog reading that's under thirst, and then we're eventually gonna have a timer for how long between watering when you water it. So after you water it, you press the button and it should reset the timer. Now it's back down to 0, and then it'll measure how moist the soil is.
Okay, and here is the code that is running it. We have our variables set up. So to display it on the LCD, we're calculating the time with these unsigned long variables. We're also using a couple button variables to see if it's pressed. And then we're calculating hours, minutes, and seconds to display to the LCD. And the setup, setting up the LCD serial monitor, the button, and timing. And then our loop has moisture reading along with some button logic to reset it. And then we have our calculations for the hours, minutes, seconds, and then all of our LCD print statements to print the first and second lines. And then we also have a long blank print statement to clear the LCD after every cycle. Okay, and then our circuit setup.
For potential upgrades in the future, we would want to obviously clean up the wiring because it's very messy and just all over the place. And then we would want to do some kind of wireless power so we don't have to always leave it plugged into a computer. We'd probably just use a battery. And then we might end up upgrading the LCD to an OLED, which would make some of the wiring, it'll have less wiring and less pins, so it wouldn't have it overcrowded.
And then to fine tune the thirst level and to actually make this functional, we're gonna get some baseline readings, basically watering the plant at different amounts, and then getting the readings from the moisture sensor, and then based off that we can create some code to display approximately how much water you need to add to the plant. And then our last potential upgrade is going to be permanent housing. So along with the OLED display and the wireless power and cleaning up the wires, we're thinking about switching to one of these smaller breadboards, and that would allow us to greatly reduce the size of this big breadboard. And then we might also just create some way to keep the electronics safe while watering the plant.